knots out of the north. As we come out with a little bit more of a wide shot, we just want to give you a little perspective. That was the area where we see probably half a dozen or more homes on fire. We'll take off Sky Map 7 just for a moment, and we'll pan to the left and show you other areas where the fire is burning right down to the ground. So we'll head up to the right first and we'll show you the northern flank, but you can see just how long this flank is, burning out of Santa Paula, up through the mountains and down into Ventura. So now we want to come back to the left and show you that spot that we had, and then as we go further south, there are 4 or 5 more fingers of this fire burning right down to the homes in this area off of Foothill Road. And boy, it is just frightening to know that we're losing these homes. One person I understand died yesterday trying to get out of the way of the fire. Another firefighter has been hurt. We don't have any other information besides that as far as injuries are concerned. But I can tell you, it is absolutely frightening. This fire is going to burn as long as we have these high winds. It's almost impossible to protect all these structures. Now, the helicopters are out. They are making water drops, doing the best that they can. But we'll have to get more light before we see the airplanes come in here. And a lot of times you don't see the airplanes drop on the home. But I would say we have thousands of homes threatened, if not several thousand. And if you had an official number of 150, and we're seeing a dozen or so more homes that are up in flames, then we certainly have a tragedy on our hands as far as property loss. And obviously with one death, we have that tragedy as well. We certainly hope that it doesn't hurt anyone else, but the potential here is just frightening. We'll give you a live chat once again, bring up Sky Map 7. That's the canyon right in there. Most of the concern, that'd be the west of Foothill Road, and boy, all of those homes off Rushmore, off Rainer, are threatened right now, and there's not much firefighters can do with these high winds to stop these homes from going up.
Also, one of the things that that 150 number certainly includes what they can count right now, and as the speed with this moving, that number is going to go up. Unfortunately, we also have new information from the Ventura County Fire Department that said the incident commander is reporting increasing winds, so they expect the fire behavior to increase over the entire incident. And based on where we're looking at it with you, that can't be good news either.
No, absolutely not. You know, the winds right now at altitude are pretty steady. If you were to take the camera now and pan up to the right there and move into that area we were before, that's the area where we see most of the homes that are burning. And with the winds, you know, once we get Leslie Lopez will talk a little bit about why this happens. There you go. That's the area where we're losing dozens of homes right now. Once we start to get a little bit of a temperature change and we get some daylight, we will get higher winds, and that will be a factor.
Well, as we look at your picture, Scott, right before we go to the ground, I want to kind of give people that may not be familiar with this area a bit of a perspective. This fire is burning just to the north of Ventura, and if you're familiar with Ojai, it's south of Ojai, so it's in that wide swath of open land there, but unfortunately it has crept right down to the city, and it's really just burning to the west in the direction of the ocean. But we want to talk now. We're going to move on to the fast-moving fire that's making its way into downtown Ventura. We were just telling you about the geography of this. Multiple structures are burning. Brandy continues our team coverage, and just a sad sight behind you there, Brandy.
Unbelievable, Philip. I got to keep this mask on. The smoke is so thick. We've been inhaling so many fumes and so much smoke. Look behind me. This is an entire apartment complex that we came upon when we drove right into the heart of Ventura that is now gone, on fire. This has been burning since midnight, and we're talking about dozens of apartment units.
Okay, we've lost Brandy's signal. That's probably going to be the case for many crews today as we move our crews from place to place, trying to keep this, keep you updated. Again, this fire is 31,000 acres. It has exploded overnight. As I see Sid Garcia up, I also know Mark Codorobles. If somebody lets me know where we're going to go, we're going to go to Eyewitness News reporter Mark Codorobles. He's in Ventura. Mark, you've been driving around, so you've seen all over what this fire has looked like.
Yeah, Philip, good morning. And not 15 to 20 minutes ago, we were right with Brandy hitting. And again, I don't need to apologize for the way we look because it's so thick out here, the smoke, and we are really surrounded by some of these flames. Want to give you our position for the people who are watching, who are the evacuees because of this fire. We're off of Foothill Road and High Point Drive, and right now, there is just a huge gust of wind coming through that has to be in the ballpark of some 30 miles per hour, would only be my estimate. We have embers here blowing this way. You can see just off camera, there's a whole hillside that's on fire. We are right near Ventura Missionary Church. That's the parking lot here. There's a structure just off to our right. That is the main church. There's also a school campus on this property, and firefighters have this entire area surrounded as best they can. Of course, there's only so many resources with how large this fire has burned. Again, the last update from Ventura County is 31,000 acres, and right up there as we push in, you can see a structure that has been lost. Complete loss up there, and right there, the last standing wood structure fell down. There are other homes up there as well. We see fences and roof lines. So again, this is just off the top of High Point Drive here in Ventura. This is on the east side of Ventura, roughly a 12 to 15 minute drive from where Brandy Hitt was located. I know we lost her picture. She was off of Main Street and Laurel, where there was a huge structure described to me by locals as an apartment building that was also a total loss. Want to maybe also paint up far to the right. You can see the flames, how hard they're pushing up here, kind of in the middle to the right here, and you can see them fanning far to the left. That gives you an indication of how strong the winds are up here. I was speaking to a member of the church not too long ago, and he said 20 to 30 minutes ago, this hillside had laid down. There was not a concern. Then the winds picked up, and that's what we're dealing with this morning with this Santa Ana wind condition. The extreme wind that is unpredictable, creating its own fire system this morning. So we're going to be keeping you posted as this fire develops. Again, 31,000 acres, the location for the people to be aware of if they're watching, and they've evacuated from this area because we do have those homes, is Foothill Road and High Point Drive. I know some of this information is redundant. Just want to make sure the people who are watching, tuning in by the minute, make sure they get that information. Had to take off the mask here for a moment. So difficult to talk when it's stuck to your face. But Philip and Leslie, we'll keep you posted. Do you mind if we check in with you real quickly? Can you tell us anything about the property, what you're concerned about?
Well, I think our concern right now is anything coming down in embers into this building. This is an older building.
And there's a structure, you're saying, down there at the bottom of the canyon? Just the church?
No, at the bottom of this canyon, there are only horse corrals and horse structures. So
15?
they're getting the livestock out about an hour ago.
You said maybe 20 minutes ago this thing had laid down. What changed?
That's about 40 minutes ago it laid down and the wind changed. Direction and the intensity, but mostly the direction.
You've been watching, I'm assuming, since last night when this thing picked up.
Right.
Did you ever think it would make it this far? It started quite a distance away, of course, near Santa Paula in the 150.
Yeah, I used to work on these, and with the wind tonight and where it started and the way the wind was blowing, it was literally a perfect storm for this.
Very scary. And the winds are picking up, and we're kind of having trouble standing at times when the gusts are really strong. We've been telling the people who are watching right now that this is Ventura Missionary Church. The church is still standing. It looks to be okay at the moment as this is developing. We also have the homes right behind us on the hillside. Unfortunately, we saw some of them burn down here just minutes ago. Do you know anyone up there? Are you concerned about them?
Definitely concerned about them. There were evacuation orders given earlier, but not everybody left. I checked those homes about 90 minutes ago, and from the cul-de-sac up here, you could see the glow of the flame, but nothing else. But once the wind hits it, and pushes up the canyon, there's nothing that anybody can do. So
we'll watch.
There's at least 3 or 4 homes burned up at the top of the hill as well.
And we know they're not the only ones. We thank you for the